Hey folks, I wanted to give you a video of the William Optics 110. It's the f6.5 version. Of course, it's the TEC optics. And so I have it set up here in the backyard. I'll probably take some shots maybe with it tonight, but just having the camera on it, it does pose some back focus issues. I'm going to have to get an extension if I'm going to try to give you any images through the scope. But I did want to see if I could do a little bit more optical testing of it tonight, and so I could just be able to give you exactly what it is that you'd be paying for on this thing. But anyway, let me go ahead and turn it around. I'm a school teacher in my day job, and my kids always kind of give me a hard time about how I do this kind of stuff, but I'll just turn it around like this, I guess, and show it. Of course, I don't know if it's inverted in this view, but you know, here it is. Got it set up on an NJP. I've got a D810A Nikon hooked up to it, and you can see the way that I have it. I have a photo adapter, and I will give the photo adapter with it, as well as the what is it, the T-ring there. And so but here it is, and here's the scope. You can see I've got it racked all the way out, and here is the scope. Here's the focuser, and you can see just the smooth action on it. It's not a 2-speed. I do not know if this came at the time. I don't know if it came with a different focuser, but there it is. And of course it rotates, so you just turn that in and it rotates like this pretty simply, pretty easily. And so pretty cool. I would also give the you'll see the little, what is it? It might be a 40 millimeter. It looks a little bit smaller than the typical 50, but it's exquisite. It's really nice. And this is a illuminated reticle. You can hear it right there. It probably needs a battery. I haven't checked it. I'll have to leave that up to you. Of course, it would come with the rings and the bottom plate, as you see there. Bottom plate is a Losmandy, type of plate, but it's a William Optic. And of course, you may see a couple of little issues. Of course, this is an awful test of the optics, being able to look at it this way. There's probably one little spot on it or so, I think, with some cleaning with something other than canned air. It would probably, that little spot would definitely come off. Probably just a water spot is what it is. But and you can see here, just to show you that it is the 110, the TEC, and 6.5, just to verify exactly what it is. I'd say that as far as just the condition, it's beautiful. There's just probably this one little mark right here is the only thing that I can really see, and maybe the decal. It looks a little ruffled on the decal down there a little bit. But I just wanted to show you a little bit, of all the different views of it. We'll go into the sun here. On the occasion, I don't know if you can see, there may be a little bit of a mark here and there, but very, very few. Something that could easily touch up. Just a couple of little, I don't even think the paint's been ruined as much as it's been just kind of somewhat maybe stained by some age. I'll get you a beauty shot here so you can see the bottom of the focuser, and this is of course where the serial number is located, and you can see even the QC sticker is just in mint shape there. Serial number, I know you may be reading upside down, so 05036. That's serial number 05036. I'd have to do some research to know exactly when this scope was produced. Of course, I know Tom Trusock gave a really good video on this a good 12 years ago, back in 2005. And so it's one of those things where perhaps, I don't know that they made them for a lot of years until they delivered the non-TEC version. Of course, that would have been the F7 version. This is the oil space triplet, and I got to tell you that my favorite scopes in the world that I've ever looked through were an AP-130 EDF that was an oil space triplet. Of course, AP is known for those things. Probably my all-time favorite scope that I looked through was a TEC, 180 fluorite. And just the most amazing view I've ever seen through a scope. Of course, they're both oil space triplets. And I've looked through a lot of scopes and been around this hobby a long time, especially with the photography side of it. But But anyway, I just wanted to give you a good 5-minute video or so of this, just to, you know, kind of give you all the views of this scope before, so that you know what it is. I regret that I haven't spent a lot of time with this one. I've looked through it a few times before, and but it was never on a really great night. I think it gave me an acceptable tight star test before, but you know, it's, you know, the way star tests go, they can be fleeting if the seeing is not exactly the way we want it. So anyway, just wanted to show you that. I have a I'm selling a lot of this gear just because I've acquired it, and I feel like very strongly that scopes like this should be in the hands of people who really love the hobby and are willing to produce some really exceptional work with it. But there it is, and I think that's a pretty view, and I think that you'd agree that it's for the age, depending on exactly how old it is, it's a really nice shape and a good instrument. But again, it comes with the scope itself. I would include the finder, the bracket, of course. I don't know that this is necessarily the way you should mount the bracket. This is probably where it's supposed to be mounted, but I haven't fooled around with it, so I'm not going to concern myself too much with it. But other than that, of course, the rings and the bottom plate there, which would all come with it. It also has the dew shield, which in the back cap to it. It has a full matching set of caps here. So and the dew shield, I believe I left inside, and there isn't a scratch on it. Of course, the dew shield, or the the cover of it, the cap, looks just like that pretty gold there, and which you can find on both ends. But anyway, I've talked long enough on this. I hope this answers some of your questions. I will continue to try to play with it tonight a little bit, and see if I can really make sure that I'm not kind of making things up with regard to the optics on that. I don't think you would expect any other than great performance with this thing. But anyway, I always want to be as forthcoming as I can be as honest as I can, and so I think a video now is probably a good thing to be able to see here. Love the scope. I just can't keep it, can't justify it. But I hope you guys take care. I hope you like it, and thanks for listening. Bye.